Hello and welcome to episode 122 of Comics with Stevie D. And this is a very special episode, but before we begin, I just want to thank everybody that's been watching the shows, and I'm very happy with everybody that's watched my holiday season show, my Thanksgiving show, and my 3 Christmas shows prior to this one a few episodes back. Uh, um, if you like a little trumpet Christmas music, it's on there, and lots of Christmas comic books. But today, our featured hero is Wolverine. And Wolverine first appeared in comics, and his cameo was in Hulk 180. He's in a panel or two toward the end of the book. And where he has a cover appearance is 181. And these are very expensive comics. That's why I'm showing you images of them. And that's his first full cover appearance, and where him and the Hulk are in there together throughout the issue. So we got that out of the way. So the creators were Len Wein, the writer, and Herb Trimpe as the artist. Wolverine's birth name was James Howlett, which I think is funny. It's like howl, like a wolf howling. And his aliases were Wolverine and Weapon X. His superpowers are accelerated healing factor, claws, extended lifespan. He was born in 1888. He is skilled in various forms of martial arts. He trained as a ninja, a samurai. He's a natural tough guy. And he can go into a berserker's rage. He's been associated with many superpowered hero groups, mainly the X-Men, Weapon X, X-Force, Secret Defenders, Fantastic Four, Avengers, Alpha Flight, and Avengers Unity Squad. Jean Grey is probably Logan's soulmate, although creating a love triangle with Cyclops of the X-Men. He's had other lovers and love interests besides Jean Grey, but that's the one that's predominant. I'm not a big X-Men collector of comics. However, I do like Wolverine. He's my favorite X-Men. And he's a character I enjoy. I have a limited number of his books in my collection, so let's take a look at what I have. You've been looking at Wolverine number 50 from 1992. It's the die-cut issue. And the cover art's by Mark Silvestre, written by Larry Hama, which is a cool book. And here's another cool cover. Heroes Reborn, Weapon X, and the Final Flight from 2021. Variant covered by David Yardin. And I like the blues and greens in this cover. I especially like yellows, oranges colors mixed together. This is Return of Wolverine number 1 from 2018. Cover art by Laura Martin, and Jay Leinstein was the writer, or another cover artist, and it was written by Charles Soule. And I like his outfit in here. He's kind of very primordial in here. Okay. Wolverine number 104 from 1996, cover art by Val Semenks, written by Larry Hama. And Onslaught is the villain in this one. And if I have a limited run of X-Men comic books from Onslaught's first appearance through that little storyline in there, I need 1 or 2 books. But like I said, I'm not a big X-Men collector. I like Onslaught as a villain because he engaged all of the Marvel Universe to get rid of him. He was a big baddie. Here's a very black, white, and red cover, which is, they always look cool. This is, let's see, Wolverine 109 from 1997. Cover art by Anthony Wynn and story by Larry Hama. And it's cool. The brickwork in here is cool. It reminds me of a lot of covers in some ways. But it's kind of fascinating cover. Here's another Wolverine cover. Great art on this cover. Ultimate Origins, number 1. From 2008. Cover art by Gabriel Delato and Dean White. And I like the sleeveless X-Men outfit he's wearing in this one. Get the glare off. Now here's one I have to open up because there's an interior page I want to show everybody. This is Ultimate Wolverine vs. Hulk number 1 from 2009. Cover art by Lionel Francis Yu, and it's written by Damien Lindelof. Okay, there's 2 pages in here I want to show. One is pain and one is pleasure. Okay, first we have old Logan. He's being torn in half by the Incredible Hulk. And what's even worse is the Hulk throws his body, the bottom half from the top half, miles and miles away. So Wolverine has to crawl up a mountain to get his bottom half so he can stick it together and regenerate. But that's pretty gruesome. Now that was the pain part, and now here's the pleasure part. Here's the Incredible Hulk, surrounded by a harem of beautiful women. And the only way really to say it is a Hulk orgy, which he looks all content and everything until the door opens. And there he is, Wolverine walking in, and his comment is, "Hi, Bruce, party's over." He doesn't say that, but that's what it implies, and then he pops the claws out. And that's the end of Hulk's good time for the day. Now, my last book is one of my favorite Wolverine stories of all time. I haven't read like a whole lot of them, but of the ones I own, I love this story. He's going for a walk in New York City, and he's just minding his own business, and he's kind of down in the dumps, and he knows the city is full of violence and crime, and the city has an air to it. But then this little old lady walks up to him and she gives him a flower. It's so beautiful. I mean, I've shown this before. And she gives him a flower, and he looks content. He's happy, and he says thank you down here. Well, it's nice to see these pain-stricken heroes in a happy moment from time to time. And this little old lady gives it to him. Except, moments later, there's a bank robbery where she's walking and she just happens to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And she gets knocked over in the street and she breaks her neck on the curb. And this enrages the Wolverine. And he hunts down all of these bank robbers, this gang, and he goes berserk on them. And they no longer exist, if you get my meaning. And there's the leader. He gets the last one. It's a rain shot. And then he has a psychic moment where he goes back to where he had met the little old lady. And there's a little flower growing in the asphalt, which is kind of weird. And he knows something psychic has gone on. Well, I understand that there is a certain psychic element to the X-Men. Charles Xavier put something over them, a mental psychic protection. So he is slightly psychic. And there was a moment of it. So that's my favorite Wolverine book right there. And I just want to thank everybody that's been watching these shows. And I hope I did good on Wolverine. Like I said, he's not my main character, but he's my favorite X-Men. And I wanted to share that with everybody. Those X-Men are Wolverine books. I know the X-Men fans will like that. And speaking of fans, I just want to thank everybody that's been watching. And I just want to let you know that I'm happy to make these videos. Even only when 5 or 6 people were watching, I was happy to make them. And now that my subscribers have picked up a little bit, I'm just doing the same job I did in my early episodes. And I'm just happy to share my comic book collections with you all. And with that, enjoy your comic book pursuits and have a happy holiday season. Take care.